Good evening. My name is Michael Speciale. I'm a retired United States Marine. I've been married for 45 years. Actually, last Saturday was our anniversary. Founder and chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. I'm a four-term legislator. I'm a proven conservative Christian. I'm the only one up here that has actually submitted legislation on the core issues, such as right to life, Second Amendment, supporting our military, traditional marriage. I'm a proven fighter for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Congress is not the place for on-the-job training. Thank you.
No, you got 30 seconds.
And I'm this tall. I'm a fighter. I ask you to look at my record, go to the General Assembly, look at my record, look at the bills that I've submitted and what I've done, and I stand proudly on the record that I have. I'm a former party chairman. I can't tell if that's what she's holding there. I'm a former party chairman for Craven County.
Stop.
No, good. There's a lot of things you can do as a member of the minority party. It depends on who you are. Now, politics is 90% personality. Regulatory reform, things that can be done like we've done in North Carolina. I'm proud of what we've done in North Carolina. There's a lot of unnecessary regulations that hurt business, that slow down entrepreneurship. The national debt, that's another thing that can be worked on across party lines. The economy is another item. And again, a lot of it has to do with persuasion, working with the other folks, and I work with everybody up there. I don't care what their party is. I work with them to try and get things done. There's some things that we can all agree on, and use every asset that you have, talking to people, using your charisma, whatever it takes to get them to vote the way you need them to vote, to support the bills that you need. I've gotten a lot of bills through, and you get bills through by being able to work with people and get them to support what you're trying to do. It's so much of a disagreement as it's just a policy difference. I think with the tax program that he had, I would have loved for him to find the money to cut the budget for those tax cuts. I think that was important. That's the only difference I could think of. And I think I would have stood strong and not been on the wall, and I would have made them come up with the money.
What would you do to represent the interests of the state's working watermen in Congress?
I've been representing the interests of the state's working watermen. I've been standing strong against many bills and many ideas that have come up that would have destroyed working watermen, would have destroyed our commercial fishing industry. I'm well aware of the situation, what's been going on from the Gulf Coast all the way up through North Carolina. I'm well aware that we're a target state right now to try and get gill nets out of the water and everything else that's going on. And I've been fighting against this stuff, and I'll continue fighting it to whatever degree that I can in Congress. We've been a country for 243 years. We're a heck of an experiment in human liberty. But the reality is, if we don't have a border, we don't have a country. Immigration is a complex issue. We need to secure the border, to put the walls up, surveillance. We need to do whatever we have to do to keep people from coming here that don't belong here. Anchor babies is an issue. Chain migration is an issue. We're going to have to deal with the dreamers, kids that have been born here and raised here, went to school here and now are in high school or college. How do you send them back somewhere else? That's going to have to be dealt with. Sanctuary cities, areas that don't even want to cooperate with the federal government, that's going to have to be dealt with. So there's a myriad of issues that have to be dealt with. They're bringing disease, drugs, crime, human trafficking. That has to be dealt with. And I intend to get up there and work on this stuff. It is a national emergency. The president's doing the right thing. He has my full support.
What would you do to support the state's #1 industry in Congress?
I think a lot of what can be done really needs to be done by the state, not the federal government. We've done a lot here in North Carolina to provide for the problems that we had from the hurricanes, things like that. Some of the things that do need to be addressed, the guest worker program, so they have access to people. That again is a state issue. I can think of can think of no federal issues right at this moment that can be addressed. I mean, obviously, we have subsidies, things like that, but that's a whole different ballgame.
What do you see as the future of Social Security, including any changes or new approaches that you feel may be necessary going forward?
I think anybody that looks at the Social Security program would realize that at some point it's going to disappear. They're going to have to change it. Something else is going to have to happen. Social Security is a pyramid scheme whereby it requires more and more people into the system to pay for the people that are receiving the payments. And that's partly because of what the government has done with the money over the years. Bottom line is, I don't know what will happen, but I'm sure I would never support anything that wasn't grandfathered for those people who've already paid into it. But we will have, I do believe that Congress is going to have to look at something, whether it's 401k type program, some type of investment program. But Social Security is just simply not sustainable. And it's not sustainable because it was not run properly for all the years that it's been in existence. Comment short, because I know everybody's ready to roll. But I want to say that I'm a constitutional conservative. I love North Carolina, and I'm ready to hit the ground running. I've got the experience, I've got the energy, I've got the knowledge. I ask for your vote, I ask for your support. www.michaelspeciale.com. I'm on Facebook, Speciale for Congress. I thank you for coming here tonight, and God bless every one of you.